school most known for being David Letterman's alma mater is now getting ever closer to an undefeated football season. 15th ranked Ball State put the Raps on a 12-0 regular season today by smashing Western Michigan. McQuail Lewis rushed for 120 yards and 3 touchdowns. The backbreaker was a 35-yard pick six by Trey Lewis, no relation. Cardinals won that one big 45-22. Next up, the Mid-American Conference title game against Buffalo. How you doing, everybody? Let's talk sports. Meanwhile, the UH Warrior football team is 6-5, heading into the final 2 games of the season and just 1 win away from a Hawaii Bowl berth, in case you haven't heard. And in a bit of impeccable timing, the Hawaii offense has kicked it up a few notches the last few weeks, as has receiver Malcolm Lane. Lane has once again staked his claim as the primary deep threat for UH. He's tops on the squad with 5 TD receptions and 8th in the nation with an average of 18.5 yards per catch. In last Saturday's 49-17 win over Idaho, Lane hauled in 4 passes for 144 yards, including scores of 83 and 36 yards. He says a change in focus has sparked this recent surge.
I finally figure out that, you can't go out on Saturdays and, expect to throw up big games, if you don't come out here and work hard on the practice field. So that's what I've been doing, really, is just working hard out here in practice, just getting more reps in and things like that. I feel so much more involved in this offense. I'm so happy out there, It's like when Coach Lee's give me the ball, when they're throwing me the ball, I feel like I'm in the zone. I feel like I'm unstoppable, And I'm just out there having fun, and life is great right now.
Among the highlights that Lane enjoyed against Idaho, this 83-yard touchdown reception was one of the best, the 8th longest play, in fact, in UH history. The junior out of Florida says his best attributes are his flat-out speed and his fear of getting caught from behind.
The only thing going through my head is don't get caught, because they're going to make fun of you come Monday. Yeah, so that's about the only thing. And get in the end zone, put 6 points up on the board, get a touchdown, that's the only thing really going through my mind, I don't feel like anybody chasing me behind me can really catch me. I'll take my chances in front of a lot of DBs.
This Saturday, it's Washington State out of the Pac-10 on the other sideline, 2-10 on the year, and coming in as 28.5-point underdogs. Kickoff is set for 6:05.
I hope you're all having a pleasant evening. UH football team's experiment of switching UH defensive back Ryan Mouton to slot back a few games back is now paying off. Mouton's all-around athletic ability created healthy competition amongst receivers, raising their level of expectation, and for Malcolm Lane especially, raised his level of performance. Over the last couple of games, you've become a receiver possessed.
Yeah.
What's gotten into you?
Honestly, my mentality in practice has been different. My mentality in the games has been different. I finally figure out that, you can't go out on Saturdays and, expect to throw up big games, if you don't come out here and work hard on the practice field. So that's what I've been doing, really.
The hard work has brought you success.
Yeah, sure.
The fun meter, how high has it gone now because of the success?
Oh, the fun meter has gone up a lot, I feel so much more involved in this offense. I'm so happy out there, It's like when Coach Lee's give me the ball, when they're throwing me the ball, I feel like I'm in the zone. I feel like I'm unstoppable, And I'm just out there having fun, and life is great right now.
4 catches, 144 yards, 2 touchdowns versus Idaho, 28 receptions, 518 yards overall this season, and tops of the team with 5 TDs and an 18.5 average. What's always been expected from Malcolm is life in the fast lane, like that 83-yard score on Saturday. On the big one, 82. Yeah. You get the home run ball, you get the ball in your hands, and you're taking off. Yeah. What's that like when you're running all you got, somebody's chasing you down?
The only thing going through my head is don't get caught, because they're going to make fun of you come Monday. Yeah, so that's about the only thing. And get in the end zone, put 6 points up on the board, get a touchdown, that's the only thing really going through my mind, I don't feel like anybody chasing me behind me can really catch me. I'll take my chances in front of a lot of DBs.
And since taking over kickoff return duties, Lane's second in the WAC, 6th in the country, averaging 29.9 yards.
The University of Hawaii is playing their best football of the season, and it couldn't come at a better time. With just 2 games remaining, the Warriors would become bowl eligible with a victory over Washington State this weekend. Ask any of the Warrior players and they'll tell you this weekend's game against Washington State is the biggest game of the regular season. That's because the Warriors know that the schedule doesn't get any easier next week when nationally ranked Cincinnati comes to town.
It's a huge game. Right now it's bigger than last year's Sugar Bowl because we got to win this to even get to a bowl game.
It's easy to underestimate the Cougars' talent due in large part to their dismal 2-10 record. But the Warrior players say the Cougars' record is misleading because of the conference they play in.
This week's very big for us. You know, we got Washington State, you know, for a lot of people, you know, nobody's looking past them. You know, they're a very good team. You know, they play in a tough conference, the Pac-10. They play good teams like SC every week, you know, so they're going to come here ready to play, you know.
After putting up a season-high 49 points against Idaho, look for the Warriors to continue airing out the football against Wazzu. Now, the Warriors' defense is coming off their best performance as well after recording 7 sacks and 4 turnovers.
Playing defense, you know, you kind of tend to be cautious if the offense isn't moving the ball like we are now. Now we're finally doing that. Offense is rolling, and, you know, we have our confidence up. The defensive backs are playing excellent. Our defensive line is playing excellent, and, you know, we're playing good as a team.
The Warriors are just 13-34 all-time against Pac-10 teams, including a 1-2 mark against Wazzu. Now, the last time Hawaii and Washington State played each other was back in 1999. The Cougars won that game 22-19. And if you're wondering, the Warriors are 1-2 all-time against Wazzu.
College football, St. Louis grad Cameron Higgins was named the Big Sky Offensive MVP today and to the all-conference first team. The sophomore ranks 3rd in the nation in total passing with 3,791 yards. Higgins also has 34 touchdowns. Weber State won a share of the Big Sky title with Montana. It's the first time that's happened in 40 years. They have also advanced to the FSC playoffs. Finally tonight, we take Warrior football outside the lines. While Keala Watson's ultimate goal may be play in the NFL, the D lineman has found an internship that could be the next best thing to playing on Sundays.
I guess really my passion for Hawaii's natural resources and the environments that we have here started when I was a little kid.
These days, that passion for the outdoors has got Keala Watson a job inside the Department of Agriculture.
This is where it all starts. I mean, trying to intercept things that are trying to come into the state, protecting Hawaii's ecosystem.
While this UH lineman is used to being on the defensive, this internship is a lot to tackle. Watson is doing everything from helping approve plants for shipping to handling animals for demonstrations. He's even tracked down threatening species like this giant day gecko, which he caught in Manoa.
At first, I was a little squirmish about all these things, but as you stay around them longer and stuff, I guess you get used to it. So.
Watson himself is considered a rare intern that almost seemed extinct to the plant quarantine branch.
This is actually the first time we've ever had a University of Hawaii football player. We've had other persons that were enrolled in animal science program, but this is one that, you know, in most cases is an instant celebrity.
While visitors know who the Nanakuli grad is, the first meeting comes with a weird response.
And they kind of ask me what I'm doing here, like as if I don't belong here.
And while many might think an athlete of his size and strength looks odd in the shadows of agriculture inspectors, Watson's teammates are big fans.
Every time I come back to the school, they're like, oh, what did you look for today? And they're surprised with a lot of the stuff that we find here in Hawaii, kind of eye-opening for them.
As Watson sees it, this could very well be his dream job. First time I've been down there, too. So.
He liked a little out of his comfort zone there, didn't he? Oh,
handling the snake.
To bring that snake prod and a pen for autographs.
Yes.
Thanks, Liz.
Good night, everybody.
See you at 10.